These midterm elections are so critical to elect more Democratic senators to the United States Senate and more Democrats to keep control of the House of Representatives.
One of the biggest questions heading into the 2022 midterm elections is which party will win control of the U.S. Senate. Republicans only need to net one seat to win control of the chamber, and polls show many key races are neck and neck. Here are the 5 seats most likely to determine control of the Senate. Ron Johnson is likely the most vulnerable incumbent Republican senator this cycle, and he is the only Republican senator running for re-election in a state that voted for Joe Biden in 2020. Johnson's Democratic opponent is Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, who would become the state's first black senator if elected. Recent polling has Johnson creating some daylight with Barnes, but polls have been wrong in Wisconsin before. They underestimated Johnson's support when he won re-election 6 years ago. Mark Kelly is running for his first full term in the Senate against Republican Blake Masters. Masters kicked off his campaign by falsely claiming that Trump won the 2020 election. Republicans were initially reluctant to back Masters, but he has since closed the gap. After Biden narrowly won the state in 2020, it's safe to assume that this race will likely come down to the wire. Like Mark Kelly in Arizona, Raphael Warnock is also running for his first full term in the Senate this year. Warnock became Georgia's first black senator when he won a special election runoff in 2020. Warnock's Republican opponent, Herschel Walker, is another controversial GOP candidate running in a toss-up race. Walker has faced allegations about domestic violence, paying for abortions, and questionable business practices. Walker has closed the polling gap with Warnock in recent weeks, in yet another race that could end up being decided by a percentage point or less. Pennsylvania is the only open Senate seat considered to be a toss-up this year. The Republican candidate, TV Dr. Mehmet Oz, has Trump's backing and has tried to make crime and the economy central themes of his campaign. Oz's Democratic opponent, John Fetterman, the state's lieutenant governor, took months off this year to recover from a stroke. Fetterman has championed many of the policy proposals of the liberal wing of the Democratic Party and has maintained a polling lead over Oz for much of the campaign, though Oz has significantly closed the gap in recent weeks. Control of the Senate could very well come down to the Silver State. Nevada is the one race that has consistently polled like a toss-up, and incumbent Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, the first Latina senator in U.S. history, remains in a dead heat with her Republican opponent, Adam Laxalt. Laxalt has denied the results of the 2020 election, but has spent much of his campaign talking about inflation. Cortez Masto has vowed to protect abortion access and has touted her efforts to cut costs for Americans. Latino voters make up a significant share of the voting population in Nevada. Trump won 35% of the state's Latino vote in 2020, and Laxalt's performance with this group could determine the outcome here.